Okay, so there once was this movie called Jaws about a shark attack on a beach tourist town. The mechanical shark in the movie was named Bruce. Bruce was the name of Steven Spielberg's lawyer. Over 40 years later, a lawyer wrote a musical about a shark attack on a tourist beach town. So it's linear. This makes sense. So thank you all for coming. Trigger warnings, lots of people die off stage. Mental health is discussed. Peace treaties with Israel are discussed, and there is some ABBA. But seriously, if you are triggered by something you see here, please stop watching and make sure you have someone you can talk to about what you're feeling. And my DMs are open if you'd like to discuss anything with me afterward. This is just a table read. Some of the actors got the script as late as this week. The casting standard was no talent, no problem. Costumes and props voluntary.
Hence why I have joined you.
Yeah. The stage manager, KO, will be reading all stage directions. Because of the lag in Zoom, it would be impossible to do the songs together, so no one has to sing. It's all done by video that I've prepared. So I will just apologize now. I'm sorry. I had to learn how to use the video editing program to do these. Every single video you are about to see has a fatal flaw which would cause me to re-record it if I had time. And I did not have time. Part of the reason is that I spent hours making 3 attempts to add googly eyes to Chompers, but I could not get them to stay on his face. You'll be able to figure out when I had a cold in one video. You'll use your imagination for dance moves in another. Don't sweat it, because I don't. I'm going to ask the audience to mute and stop your video so everyone can see and hear the actors as intended. I'm going to leave the chat open to monitor tech problems, cheer the actors on, whatever, but try not to have distracting conversations. The characters in this musical are a combination of the characters in Jaws, the characters in Wynonna Earp, with references to Jimmy Carter. Some things might not make sense if you are unfamiliar with these references, but it should be really funny anyway. And if it isn't, I promise I will give you your money back. So to introduce the characters, first we have Wynonna. Wynonna is Wynonna fucking Earp. She takes on the shark in the first scene and loses, returning in a white robe as the sassy member of the Greek chorus. And Wynonna is played by Cass. Yay. Waverly, sister of Wynonna, takes on the shark in the first scene and loses, returns in a white robe as the heart of the Greek chorus. And Waverly is played by Dell. Nicole is the wife of Waverly, a sheriff's deputy in another life, takes on the shark in the first scene and loses, returns in a white robe as the level-headed one in the Greek chorus, and is played by Riley. All right. Chomper is the broken-hearted Canadian shark who starts it all and is played by Andy, who just got her PhD last week. Yay! Yay! Okay. Hooper Chetry is the marine biologist who doesn't know how to sail, also plays Gord in the first scene and is played by Buffalo. Sheriff Broadley, afraid of the water but protective of their town, played by Bridget. Mayor Bobo owns the Bobo Del Rey Trailer Park and Lululemon outlet, a shark denier who wants to keep the beaches and businesses open and won't wear a mask, played by Kimmy. Parrot, companion to Quentin Holiday, vestige from his pirate days, also plays Chris in the first scene, played by Alice. And, okay, I don't see her showing up yet. Quint Holiday, the salty sailor, former pirate, and shark hunter, also playing Garth in the first scene, played by me until Nancy can get here.
Right down.
All right, KO, take it away.
Chomper, the Untrademarked Shark, a musical in 3 acts, written by our very own Aunt Susie Layabout Productions. Act 1, Scene 1.
First, to put everyone's minds at ease, the dog does not die. There's no dog in this production, but I know how nervous people get about that. Second, warning, despite the nature of the topic and the many, many deaths, there's actually no violence in this show, and you'll have to find your violence elsewhere. No sharks were physically harmed, although one is rather heartbroken. Management does not condone confronting or harming sharks or kids on rafts. Third, this show has 3 acts, with intermissions long enough for you to refill your drinks from your flasks. Okay, intermission isn't really that long. Finally, the story may seem familiar, but it's an original story. Original. About the residents of Spamity, that's Spamity, and their battle with a shark that is decidedly not named Jaws.
Scene. Enter Winona upstage right, holding a Colt blunt line in front of her, pointed at a demon who enters downstage left. The blunt line glows orange and Winona shoots. Blue! Stage erupts in orange flash, simulating fire, and the demon is swallowed downstage. Center. Just kidding. A group of kids are stage right, sitting on a beach around a fire, smoking some pot and drinking, talking about a shark.
Dude, do you think they'll close the beaches down?
For what?
The shark attacks Winona. Kids were out on their rafts yesterday. One of them didn't make it.
Yeah, like Sheriff Broadley's all, dude, we can't let people swim out there. And Mayor Bobo's all like, I don't believe in sharks and I'm not wearing a mask either.
Totally, dude. I can't believe this. Like one shark could ruin our whole summer.
Winona stands.
Well, that shark never met me.
Winona picks up the Colt blunt line, looks out at the water stage left, puts Peacemaker in her boot and walks center stage, turning back to face the group.
Idiots.
Winona takes off her hoodie and leaves it on a beach with a bag. She dives in and starts swimming. As music starts, Chomper enters upstage left and Winona starts swimming towards the shark. Kids in Greek chorus exit. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the, and I pulled up the wrong one. There we go.
Nailing on tacos, watch as the sun rose. All of the tourists coming back to the beach. The bonfire's dying, but we're all still flying. Raise your glass, big haze in our reach. Wasting the summer on the beach in Spamity.
I'm so sorry.
Searching for love and doing some shots.
Shots.
Some people claim that there's a shark out this way. If there is, he won't come to this spot.
No more snow and freezing, 'cause it is beach season. Now to show tourists a beachy good time. Here's summer's a beauty, and I'll do my duty.
He said duty.
Even the sharks are swimming's just fine.
Planning the summer on the beach in Spamity. Searching for ways to make the next buck. Some people claim that there's a shark out this way. If there were, we'd all truly be fucked.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, see me with you. I'm not even sure why. Gotta go.
Sheriff of a beach town, always sure that I'll drown. Keep your boats, I'll stay here on dry land, where no one is shark bait. I'll stay in the park, mate. The closest you'll get me is maybe wet sand.
I'm so sorry.
Dreading the summer on the beach in Spanity. Searching for signs that something's amiss. Some people claim that there's a shark out this way, but I hope that it won't come to this. Yes, and some people claim that there's a shark out this way, but I hope that it won't come to this. I'm so sorry.
Kids in Greek chorus exit stage right.
That's 3 more deaths, Bobo. You can't pretend nothing is happening.
Can you really say these were shark attacks, Sheriff? I mean, let's wait for the autopsy. I think with Winona, we can't rule out liver failure.
Look, all that was left of her was her right arm. Pretty sure it's not liver failure. And a Greek necklace that just seems to show up everywhere.
So the shark ate her after her liver failed. That's just the food chain.
Stop being so blind, man. You're the mayor. You have to close the beaches.
Summer's just starting. Every room in town is booked solid through September. If anyone even mentions a shark, that could all go away and this town won't survive.
And if we don't, how many tourists are going to survive? That's cold, Bobo, even for you.
Chomper enters mid-stage left and listens.
Look, sharks normally won't attack people unless they're provoked.
Your sister punches one.
Or they mistake a human for prey because of the shape of a raft or a surfboard.
You read the pamphlets!
The Wikipedia. Aside from the Jersey Shore shark attacks of 1916, serial shark attacks do not happen. And we know that nothing that happened in the 1910s would ever happen in the modern world.
Didn't they have a pandemic in 1918?
Shh. Let Bobo make his point.
They start to exit downstage right.
There is no reason for that shark to return here. They don't feed on humans. He's not been provoked. It just wouldn't be normal behavior.
Well, and I'm a little worried about abnormal behavior. What if something else is going on with this shark?
They exit. Chomper exits downstage.
Abnormal behavior? I'm doing what any shark would do in my position. She said she loved me. She said we'd always be together. Then she met another shark, and suddenly it's all. Sharks don't form stable pair bonds, and she swims away. If I can't have her, no one can. Wow, this emotionally unstable revenge is really hard work. I hope there's something to eat around here.
Chomper enters mid-stage left. Exits mid-stage left. Bobo enters downstage right.
Gotta wait for the music.
You should be afraid. You should be petrified. Because I'm the giant shark who's swimming by your side. Maybe terrorizing tourists could be construed as wrong, but I'm not strong. And this is how I get along, 'cause she's not back. She's in the deep. You'll just dive in to find me here because she does not love me. When you thrash there at the surface, I just know that you'll taste great. I only eat to fill the emptiness of life without a mate. But wanna go and swim away. Don't turn around now. Please don't look when I'm this way. She was the one who deeply hurt me with goodbye, my shark heart crumbled. And now kids on Rasmus dying while I cry. You won't survive. Oh, as long as I feel dead inside, you won't stay alive. Maybe I'll just take a chunk, leave you with a bloody stump, chances are high. You won't survive. Hey, hey. It takes all the strength I have not to fall apart. Keep trying hard to mend the pieces of my sharky heart. But I spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry. But now I reach my head up high and you see me above the waves. It's the last thing that you'll see because you just can't be saved. So you felt like swimming out. Just expect me not to feast. But I saved all of my loving for someone who won't let me go on. Now go and swim away. Don't turn around now. Please don't look when I'm this way. She was the one who deeply hurt me with goodbye, my shark heart crumbled. And now kids on Rasmus dying while I cry. You won't survive. Oh, as long as I feel dead inside, you won't stay alive. Maybe I'll just take a chunk, leave you with a bloody stump, chances are high. You won't survive. Oh, go on now, go and swim away. Don't turn around now. Please don't look when I'm this way. She was the one who deeply hurt me with goodbye, my shark heart crumbled. And now kids on Rasmus dying while I cry. You won't survive. Oh, as long as I feel dead inside, you won't stay alive. Maybe I'll just take a chunk, leave you with a bloody stump, chances are high. You won't survive. You won't survive.
Quint is here.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
There we go. Now Bobo enters with everyone else.
Bobo has got the sheriff under control for a little while at least.
For a little while. What is Bobo waiting for?
If Bobo can just keep the beaches open through Memorial Day weekend, there's no way Broadly can shut us down after that.
What about everybody's safety?
Broadly thinks closing the beaches is a safety issue, but worry for his safety if he does close them down.
Is that a threat?
No, ma'am. Bunny Lublaw just opened a gift shop with a nautical theme, and she will be some mad if no one is around to buy her Portuguese sailor bobbleheads.
I have to ask, Bobo, is this personal?
Things have never been the same at the Bobo Del Rey trailer park since Sharknado ripped through it. Bobo will never let sharks win again. Plus, I just put a lot of money into opening up a Lululemon outlet in town, and I need business to pick up fast. This is our summer. My summer. And I feel good things are going to happen as long as Broadly doesn't stop us.
Tonight we're gonna have ourselves a real good time. I feel alive. And the beach will turn it inside out, yeah. Legs floating around, sometimes arms, but don't stop us now. Don't stop us 'cause we're having a good time, having a good time.
giant shark leaping through the waves like a tiger, eating his way through Spamity. And I'm the mayor here, making sure they're swimming and diving. I wanna go, 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 there's no stopping me. Under the summer sky, yeah, it's 80 degrees, that's why the tourist spots are open wide. And if that shark comes in to get a bite, we're gonna make a super summer vacay for you. Don't stop us now. We're having such a good time. We're having a ball. Don't stop us now. The shark might get a couple, but he can't eat us all. Don't stop us now. We're having a good time. Don't stop us now. Yes, we're having a good time, and no, he can't eat us all. Oh, my constituents want people around buying on the boardwalk. I'm a businessman. That shark's out of control. He's a chomp machine and he might come back. But those beaches are about to explode. Under the summer sky, yeah, it's 80 degrees. That's why the tourist spots are open wide. And if that shark comes in to get a bite, it's gonna be the shortest summer vacay for you. Don't stop us, don't stop us, don't stop us. Hey, hey, hey. Don't stop us, don't stop us. Ooh, ooh, I like it. Don't stop us, don't stop us. Have a good time, good time. Don't stop us, don't stop us. Oh, hey, maybe don't swim out so far today. Like, keep it a little closer to the shore. Yeah, maybe you should just go shopping today instead. Oh, okay, everybody out. Ice cream, I'm buying. Under the summer sky, yeah, it's 80 degrees, that's why the tourist spots are open wide. And if that shark comes in to get a bite, maybe he'll only take a nibble or two. Don't stop us now. We're having such a good time. We're having a ball. Don't stop us now. The shark might get a couple, but he can't eat us all. Don't stop us now. We're having a good time. Don't stop us. Yes, we're having a good time, and no, he can't eat us all. La da 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 na 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 da 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 na na
I'm so sorry.
Although exit soundstage right.
This isn't so bad, becoming the wildly atypical Greek chorus. I mean, if we had to die, lots of people around us become demons instead, so...
And hot, sexy, dark angels. Oh, sorry, I mean terrible, horrible dark angels with fire holsters.
Chomper enters upstage left.
I'm down with it, since they don't make us rehearse or anything. And who knew my voice would be angelic? After all those mornings of waking up in a stranger's bed or on the floor of the men's room, I mean, I spent my whole life working on my whiskey voice. And this ain't it.
Hey, ladies, can I ask you something?
Sure, Chomper. How you doing, by the way?
Just lost without her. I don't know how I go on.
Yeah,
I survive.
yeah. We already did that one. Moving on.
I know, Chomper, it hurts so badly right now, but one day you'll see that she just didn't deserve you.
But I'm not ready to lose my greatest love.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, Chomper, but you wanted to talk to us?
Right. So I was wondering, does this fall into the bury your gays trope? I mean, the LGBTQ plus couple of the show was killed off in the first 2 minutes.
Plus the straightest one of all. The oversexed demon killer, they never say.
Okay, Winona.
Okay, but does it count as bury your gays if the gays aren't actually buried, but instead elevated to the Greek chorus to be part of every scene and even have their own dance number later in the show?
Chomper, did Suzanne ask you to say all of this?
Yeah.
Can I ask you, since you're here, why do you apologize every time you eat someone?
Canadian.
Welcome to the States. But if you're sorry when you eat someone, why do you do it?
It's emotional eating. I mean, surely when you've been heartbroken, oh no, just look at you. You've never been on the bad end of a breakup.
Thanks. But we've all had our share of trauma, Chomper, and everyone handles these experiences differently. And most of those reactions are valid. I've been through some shit, but kids on roughs? Sorry, not judging.
Anyway, Chomper, we're cool on the bury your gays thing. I mean, they once tried so hard not to bury gays that when they had to make me an angel instead of killing me, they made it genetic somehow. Besides, we have the best parts of the show, and every now and then Nicole's belt comes loose and I get to see her in that bathing suit.
Nicole tightens belt and Chomper starts to exit upstage left.
And just so you don't worry about it, it doesn't count as a bury your hot, sexy bull riding harlots either.
Check your privilege, that one, Ona.
Shutting up.
Broadway enters stage right.
It's not easy being sheriff of the beach town. It's really not easy being sheriff of the beach town when you're unsure of the water.
But can someone tell me the goddamn appeal of mucking around in a substance when you don't know what's in there?
You can swim far, far out into the ocean, so you can't see the bottom anymore.
That is not a positive. You know, 80% of the ocean is unexplored. 80 freaking percent. There are animals we don't know about, plants we don't know about, bacteria we don't know about. Ugh.
Don't get your pantaloons in a twist. Spamity has been plenty explored, and the only thing out there are things we know about already.
Yeah, and the animals we don't know about, you're swimming in their bathroom. And that water is moving constantly, waves and tide and whatnot. Things just get swallowed up and disappear forever. And other stuff suddenly appears. It's like those flippin' stairs.
What the?
No, not those stairs. The stairs to the garden. And don't get me started on sand. It's like glitter. It gets everywhere.
But then at least the beach doesn't distract you from what you're here for.
To protect and serve. Law enforcement in a tourist town is no joke. A whole lot of underage drinking and the shenanigans which ensure they're from.
I feel seen.
Trying to get the pickpockets to keep their fluffy hindquarters clean, squabbles between neighbors, and who fired shots at whom in the trailer park. It's a thankless job.
I wouldn't want our kid to do it.
Greek chorus exits downstage left.
Ha! If I ever have time for a kid or a date.
Sheriffs ain't easy to love, but they're hard to evade. They'd rather give you a warning, send you on your way. Catching the bad guys, protecting the people, and each night begins a new day. If your jocks are in order and that horse wasn't stolen, he'll probably just drive away. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be sheriffs. Don't let 'em wear khakis and drive a squad car. Make 'em hunt demons or play the guitar. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be sheriffs. 'Cause they're always alone, and when they don't come home, they just might be puffball monsters. Sheriffs like smoky old pool rooms and chatty informants.
speed limits and handcuffs and possession for personal use. Them that don't know him won't like him, and them that do sometimes will still get a ticket. He loves law, he loves order, he loves serving the people, and khakis 'cause they're a classic trouser. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be sheriffs. Don't let 'em wear khakis and drive a squad car. Make 'em hunt demons or play the guitar. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be sheriffs. 'Cause they're working alone and they might not come home. And sometimes they might eat your cat.
Bobo enters stage left.
I've just heard there have been more deaths, kids, on rafts.
You're going to blame the shark again, aren't you?
Bobo, they didn't die of pneumonia.
Are you sure? Kids catch all sorts of things. Germs are everywhere. Were they washing their hands for a full 20 seconds? Touching their faces? Bobo is not closing the beaches because of your speculation in that a shark did this. But as a show of good faith, they're willing to offer an additional discount at Lululemon to any grieving families.
You'll do more than that. If you want to keep the beaches open, you're going to become part of the solution. The Spamity Business Association is going to hire a shark hunter to take care of the problem.
And where would I find a shark hunter?
I've taken the liberty of engaging him for you, the fastest shark hunter in the East, and he's on his way here. Quint Holiday will be here tomorrow.
Back out.
After a short intermission, time to refill your drinks from your flasks. If we are ready to go, Quint, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Act 2. Kao's still taking intermission. So we'll take a there we go.
Sorry, dogs are a pain in the butt. Act 2, a concrete door frame stands center stage on the beach, among others. Each has double red doors. The doors of the center door fly open, and Quint Holiday stands in the silhouette with a swirling blue light behind him. Just kidding. Quint enters downstage right. Suzanne, I actually could have made that happen, so that sucks that you get out.
Parrot, where are you?
Parrot enters downstage right and stands upstage of Quint.
So, this is Spamity, home of our next conquest, locale of our next heroics, home of the next very dead shark.
Unmute Parrot.
Sorry. Fins to the left, fins to the right.
Broadly and Bobo enter downstage right.
Enough of that. There is but one menacing shark here, and we are here to help it meet its end.
You must be Quint. I'm Sheriff Broadley. He, him. Thank you for coming on such short notice.
This is our shark hunter, the guy with the Stetson and a parrot. Does he moonlight as a cowboy or a pirate?
My pirating days are over. They say that life is short, but it turns out parrots have a very long time. And I am Canadian. The hat is not a Stetson, but a Smith built. I am Quint Holiday. Yes, that Quint Holiday. Lover of ladies, traveler of the world, and most importantly, killer of sharks. I will find this shark. I will stalk him until he is weary from the chase. I will come face to face with him so that he sees the visage of the man who will conquest him, and I will end his killing life in such a way as to warn all other sharks that Quint Holiday will always, always be after them. Oh, he, him.
Mayor Bobo Del Rey, they, them. Apparently, I'm the guy who hired you. I want this handled with minimal disturbance for the visitors. This town lives and dies by the tourist season.
Interesting turn of phrase, as the tourists are the very ones who are dying.
Not if you do your job, Black Mustache.
Oh, I do not use my pirate moniker anymore. Quint is sufficient. That would be Quintstash on Twitter, if you'd like to follow me.
Rock at Quint's Parrot. He, him.
I'm at Revenant King.
Well, since we're doing this, I'm at Captain Crunch. Spelled just like the cereal. It was my wrestling name.
Wrestling?
Moving on. Now, somehow, the Black Badge Division got wind of what was happening down here, and they're sending someone too. He should be here soon, and I'll send him over too.
The Aphrodite? She, her? She is tied up at the marina. She sails under the maple leaf. It's the one with the Canadian flag. Sirs. I give you all I got to give. No, that ain't no way to live. I told that devil to take you back.
Take him back. Take him back.
Quint and Parrot exit downstage left singing. Hooper enters downstage right.
Hello, I'm looking for the sheriff.
Well, you found him, so good job. Sheriff Broadley. He, him. There he is, the mayor of Spamity.
Hooper Chetry. He, him.
Bobo Del Rey. Bobo. You don't look like a shark killer.
Oh, no, I'm definitely not a shark killer. I'm a scientist. Black Badge, Department of Fisheries sent me.
Well, how helpful.
Sharks are fish, so they're technically in our domain, but I don't really have a lot of experience with them.
Oh, this keeps getting better.
Where should I take my lab equipment?
You have lab equipment?
Yes.
Is it, delicate?
Yeah, very.
The Aphrodite, she's tied up at the marina. Let Holiday deal with him.
Bobo and Broadley exit downstage right. Quint and Parrot enter downstage left.
Black Badge is in this aisle? Excited to see your old compadres, Parrot?
I'll arrest you for treason.
Me neither. All some of their weapons are pretty nice, but I brought enough dynamite, so we will not need to rely on them.
Kaboom!
We spent years tracking great whites and ridding the world of those loathsome predators. I do not believe Black Badge has any experience in doing the same. I certainly do not need their help.
Greek Chorus enters downstage right.
I am very good at hunting, and I am very good at killing, and I am very good at one other thing.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my boat. I'm a fishing man. I stay afloat. Sun up high and ocean warm. I have been knocked about in every storm, but it is all right. It is okay. Cannot catch sharks a better way. Do not try to understand what this boat means to a man. Whether you sail or whether you stay alive, stay alive. Feel the whole street and everybody shaking, but we're staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, ha,
With the shark below and the sun up high, if I do it right, I am staying dry. Got his eye on my poor ship, I'm a sailing man. It will not flip, but it is all right. It is okay, I will live to see another day. Do not try to understand what this boat means to a man.
Oh my God, Holiday. This song is long enough at full speed with contractions, but this Old West Texas drawl is killing me.
Oh, I'm from Georgia, man. Landed Canadian.
Yeah, well, I think we get the point.
Quint touches brim of his hat as Greek chorus starts to leave.
Ma'am,
Staying alive, staying alive.
the shark going nowhere. Somebody help me.
Greek chorus exits downstage right. Hooper enters downstage left.
Are you Quint Holiday?
I am. Well, him, yes.
Hooper Chetry. Black badge, Department of Fisheries. He, him.
Fisheries.
Yeah?
What are you going to tell us? What is inside the shark?
Well, I could. It's some very suspicious goo. I also know a lot about the waters and the jet stream, and I just got certified in emotional crises in fish.
Well, you need to talk to Sheriff Broadley. He is putting this expedition together.
I just met him with the mayor. The mayor's the one who told me to come here.
The mayor sent you, did he? It's good to learn who your friends are, is it not?
Hooper brings in lab equipment. Quint is dumbfounded and does not help, sings while watching Hooper.
Sweet shot of kerosene. When I threw it back, it poisoned me. I gave you all I got to give. I know that ain't no way to live. So I told that devil to take you back. I told that devil to take you back.
Take it back, take it back.
Broadley enters downstage right.
Damn, I thought you'd already be done with that. Can I give you a hand, Hooper?
No, this equipment is too expensive and too delicate.
Excellent. Okay, I'll just be over here, wondering why the hell I agreed to be on a boat.
If it is so dainty and delicate, then it makes all kind of sense to put it down in the hull of a ship and head out to a rolling sea to chase a shark at excessive speeds.
Wait, what? No. There's no high-speed chase. I was told we're just to observe the shark and report our findings back. Capture at most. Those are BBD's orders.
Well, BBD can eat.
Okay. BBD doesn't have any jurisdiction here once we're on the water. Hooper, and unless the U.S. Coast Guard has something to say, we're not reporting to anyone. And we're not coming back in until that shark has met its maker. There really must be an easier, drier way to protect the people.
Haley, leave it.
Damn straight, BBD is not part of this. We welcome your help if you can be of any. But while we are out there on the waves, soaring and crashing on those swells, rising and falling with... Sheriff, you're looking a little green there.
I'm not terribly fond of being on the ocean, or on a boat, or on the water of any kind, or really even on dry land.
Tarnation, this is my crew, Mr. Delicate Equipment and Sheriff Do Not Go Too Far Out. I think you are less likely to panic than these two.
Tacos are tasty, tacos are tasty.
Well, the shark is not going to jump on a harpoon at the dock on its own. As soon as the tide comes in, we can head out. Unless you can make that happen faster, Mr. Scientist. I didn't think so. Gave you all I got to give. I know that ain't no way to live. So I told that devil to take you back. Well, I told that devil to take you back.
Forrest enters downstage while Quint is singing.
I feel good about this crew going out to kill poor Chomper. He's just heartbroken and misunderstood.
Kids on rafts, Waverly. You have a better suggestion?
We could mediate the situation. I mean, Jimmy Carter did it at Camp David. That seemed like an impossible situation, but he made it work. Two sworn enemies forged a treaty that has never been broken to this day.
Should we really be following his example? I mean, the whole energy crisis and all.
He told us our energy requirements were too high. He tried to warn us of climate change before anyone else was even talking about it, promoting sustainable energy by putting solar panels on the White House, which Reagan took down and sold to China.
He also signed legislation which opened up the brewing industry to allow for microbreweries and craft beers. He appointed 10 times more women, including Ruth Bader Ginsburg, to federal judgeships than the previous 38 presidents combined.
Dudes, you are really into Jimmy Carter.
We really are.
Scream heard from off stage. Oh, muted, Chopper.
I'm so sorry.
I really think mediation is the only thing that will work here.
Big chorus exits downstage right. Crew is now center stage. Broadley is sitting down, trying to keep it together.
I really think dynamite is the only thing that will work here.
Isn't that a bit drastic?
Cooper leans on something.
Oh, sorry. It is necessary. And would you please stop touching things on my boat?
Why? What does...
I am not sure, but I think you just sent out a distress signal or you shuffled my playlist. That thing has not worked right in years.
Smacks it.
I've brought a tranquilizer gun so that we can sedate the shark and bring it back to BBD for study, if we get close.
A trank gun? And are you going to be on deck when that shark wakes up? Oh, that is an excellent plan. If BBD is trying to kill us.
Pause during which Jeremy starts playing nervously with a strap on something.
Could you please stop touching things?
What did I do now?
Well, I believe you have just released the life raft. At least it did not inflate. Have not technically tested that in a while.
I'm not actually very good on boats.
Not good on boats.
You do not say.
Geez, Hooper, then why did you come here? And why did you stay?
Because I don't fit in here. But no one asks me to.
No, I am most certainly asking you to. I'm begging you to. Please stop flipping, touching things. Please try to fit in. What the devil? I believe it is time for some libations. The radar will tell us if our prey is near, or it will show the Blue Jays game. I'm not quite sure what it does, really.
Quint and Broadley sit and drink.
You're being a little hard on the boy, Quint. Maybe cut him a little slack.
Funny. Those are the exact words the mayor used when I asked why you would be joining us. I have no time for useless people.
Cooper joins them with a juice box.
And I most certainly do not welcome an intrusion from the Black Badge Division.
Arrested for treason! Arrested for treason!
What do you have against BBD?
Well, people talk about Maldito like it was quick and painless. I was working for BBD when Maldito...
Wait a minute. I thought you were a pirate.
Well, after I was a pirate, before I became a shark hunter, after BBD and before Shark Hunter, I worked at a strip club called Swinging Richards. I was working on some issues. That is of no import. I was on the Elkhart. We was coming back from Southern California. We had just delivered a load of missiles to the Black Badge Division there. Those missiles were for Maldito, but BBD does not protect its own. The mission was to silence folks, and we were no exception. Once we were out of range of shore, a BBD submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into her side.
EBD has submarines?
Yeah, bought them from the West Edmonton Mall.
1,100 men went into the water. She went down in 12 minutes. They intended to sink us, so there was no distress signal. Did not see the first shark for a half hour. Word got around fast, and soon we were swarmed. You know how you fight off a shark? You tickle them right under the pectoral fin. Some say to poke them in the eye, but they are actually plumb ticklish. We formed ourselves into tight groups. The idea was the shark comes to nearest man, he puts up his index fingers, starts doing that, tickle monster thing that uncle you hated always did. Sometimes that shark, he'd giddy up and go away, but sometimes he would not. If he does not, then the guy, he kicks him so the varmint goes sideways and someone else can reach the pectoral fin. He gets to tickling the shark. The shark cannot stop giggling, and he swims away because he's too embarrassed for other sharks to see him that way. Sometimes you tickle them so hard it makes them pee in the water, which, at least that's warm. It is exhausting work trying to stay afloat while you're tickling sharks. Must have been 1,000 of them. The young ones, they would swim away giggling, but then they would come back for more. 'Twas those pups that really wore you out. At noon on the 5th day, Lockheed Ventura swung in low. He spotted us. Young pilot, lot younger than Hooper here, but useful. Anyway, he spotted us, and a few hours later, a big old fat BBY comes down and starts to pick us up. That was the time I was most frightened, waiting for my turn. So 1,100 men went into the water, and only 316 of them ever fully recovered. Use of their index figures. Some of them frozen forever in that tickle monster. June 29th, 2005. Anyway, we delivered the missiles.
Wow, hardcore.
But hey, do you know any sea shanties?
They all drink.
Sea shanties were part of pirate orientation, but you would both have a part to sing along with anyone else who happens to be in earshot.
Greek chorus enters, encouraging audience to sing. I'm not doing it.
I'll sing the first line, you respond to me, way, hey, blow the shark up.
To me, way, hey,
blow the
shark up.
And I'll sing the next line, and then you finish the verse with, give me some time to blow the shark up.
Give me some time to blow the shark up.
Okay. I'm so happy we're recording this. Come all ye young fellows that follows the sea.
To me,
hey, blow the shark up.
Now please pay attention and listen to me.
Give me some time to blow the shark up.
I am a deep water sailor, just come from the north.
To
me, hey, blow the shark up.
You give me some whiskey, my tail will come forth.
Give me some time to blow the shark up.
Beach is held hostage by Chomper's 2 thieves.
To me, hey, blow the shark up.
I will turn him into a ton of sushi.
Give me some time to blow the shark up.
That sheriff has joined us out on my big boat.
To me, hey, blow the shark up.
And he is pretty sure we cannot stay afloat.
Give me some time to blow the shark up.
Some guy from a fish lab thinks he can help too.
To me, hey, blow the shark up.
His one job is only do not touch
the goo. Give me some time to blow the shark up.
Bobo said to be patient and give them some slack.
To me, hey, blow the shark up.
But all of these helpers are holding me back.
Give me some time to
To
blow
blow
the
the
shark
shark
up.
up.
Come on, dear Chomper, and feel all of our wrath.
Do
Do
me
me
way,
way,
blow the shark up.
up.
I am happy when fins are crossing my path.
Give
Give
me
me
some
some
time to
time to
blow the
blow
shark
the
up.
shark up.
Perish and dynamite's how.
Do
Do
me
me
way, blow the
blow the
shark
shark
up.
up.
How do you think you like my mustache now?
Give me some time to blow
Blow
the
the
shark up.
up.
The song is now finally over.
Greek chorus nods and exits downstage left. Radar starts beeping. Quint runs to check it. Beep, 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 beep.
We've got something. It's large, it's moving fast. Also, the Blue Jays are beating the Yankees. Time to chum the water and load up the dynamite.
Come on.
Broadly stays where he is.
Do you need me for anything?
Not if you will be horfing over the side. Just stay where you are, next to this bucket.
You really gonna blow the shark up?
Come on.
Good Lord, man. How many verses of that song do you need before you catch on? Grab one of those buckets of chum. Start emptying it over the side. All at once. We want to bring him to one particular spot. Vacation is over, asshole. It's time for holiday.
Bad shark comes to boat. Quint checks radar. Beep, beep.
It's a feeding frenzy, but that shark is definitely in there.
Chomper enters upstage left, watches Jaws theme start playing. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo,
Almost time for dynamite. Let me get a
doo-doo. Quint lights and throws dynamite in the water when the music hits the crescendo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
How does that work? Will the dynamite really stay lit underwater?
Really? The town threatened by sharks keeps breaking into song and expects to be saved by a pirate BBD agent stripper. But that is what stretches your credulity.
A boom.
We got him. There's definitely goo on the water. He is at least injured.
Chomper shakes head and exits sadly.
Oh, well, those other sharks took care of him. Now he has most definitely perished. Good work, son. You may not be crowbait after all. Our mission, it is accomplished.
Hooper goes in for a hug and is rejected. Quint heads back to where Broadly is sitting for a drink. Hooper leans on rail, staring into the water.
Man, it was just so brutal. Just like that, a life snuffed out. And all that's left is this goo.
Hooper stupidly touches the goo, shudders as his entire body stands up as if trying on a new body and starts laughing maniacally. All exit downstage right. Greek chorus enters downstage left. Chomper enters upstage left.
Oh, Chomper, I'm sorry you had to see that. Did you know that the shark they killed?
Yeah, he's kind of a dick. No one is really sad about it. He would have survived the feeding frenzy, except no one liked him.
How are you doing?
Same.
Okay. Let's not get into this depressing stuff again. Let's do something fun. I think it's time that all of us gestures to the audience. Need a dance break. What? It's like the 7th inning stretch.
Oh, no dancing for me?
You will.
We've been working on a song for you, something to cheer you up.
It's a celebration of your sharkiness, of your place in the food chain of the circle of life.
Really? Hot topic? Dude, it's your fucking anthem. You will enjoy this.
can swim, you can dive, having the time of your life. See that beach, watch that scene, eating up spamity. Friday night and the sun is low, looking out for a place to go, where they play in the water, getting the jet stream, looking for yummy teens. Anybody could be your lunch. Night is young and you're out to munch. Distracted by the rock music, everything is fine, you're in the mood to eat. Tourists just taste so sweet, you're eating spaghetti. First the feet, oh they all will scream. Spaghetti, surfers sing like a submarine, oh yeah. You can swim, you can dive, having the time of your life. See that beach, watch that scene, eating up spaghetti. You're a hungry, chomp 'em down. Hear 'em screaming, then go to town. Looking out for another, anyone will do. You're in the mood to eat. Tourists just taste so sweet. You're eating spaghetti. First the feet, oh they all will scream. Spaghetti, surfers sing like a submarine, oh yeah. You can swim, you can dive, having the time of your life. See that beach, watch that scene, eating up spaghetti. Eating up spaghetti. Eating up spaghetti.
Freak Chorus and Chomper exit stage left.
I'm so sorry.
Hooper enters stage right and crosses center stage.
I feel so alive ever since I touched the goo. Their razzing was really getting me. And I don't think it was because I was one of the team. I think they genuinely don't want me here. Now, I'm one with the Sharks, and they'll regret the day they antagonized Gooper Chetri.
Girls, it's another ABBA song. We've got to get in there.
Freak Chorus enters down stage left.
Ugh, ABBA again? They really need to put this musical on shuffle.
You know, the Greek chorus isn't an actual singing chorus, right? We're supposed to provide exposition and commentary in unison, but not be involved in the action or have our own lines, and especially not our own songs. We're kind of, well, Wynonna-ing it.
Yeah, I learned all that in drama class at the institution. They were totally about the arts. Listen, when I was in Greece, when the music started, you sang. Greek chorus. Shut up and sing, I mean, shut, you know what I mean.
Hooper mimes sabotaging items on the boat. Okay.
I was sick and tired of everything. You've been treating me like a child now. You don't see the talents that I bring, even blaming me for the tide now. So then I reached out and I touched the goo. Suddenly I feel alright,
And suddenly it's gonna be.
and it's gonna be so different when we're on the sea tonight. Because I'm Hooper Gooper, sharks are gonna find you stalled upon the waves. You just can't be saved. This is gonna be your grave. Tonight the Hooper Gooper tricks are gonna strand you. Oh, you'll feel so blue from what I'm gonna do. 'Cause I will get revenge on you. Facing 20,000 leagues straight down, that's where this boat will be resting. Wires cut through life raft off the bow. That radio could use some testing. There are moments when you drive me crazy, but it's gonna be alright.
You'll soon be changing everything.
Everything will be so different when we're on the sea tonight. Because I'm Hooper Gooper, sharks are gonna find you stalled upon the waves. You just can't be saved. This is gonna be your grave. Tonight the Hooper Gooper tricks are gonna strand you. Oh, you'll feel so blue from what I'm gonna do. 'Cause I will get revenge on you. My other Chomper will soon arrive. The sight of him will prove to me I'm still alive. And when he takes me in his teeth in the moonlight, I know it's gonna mean so much tonight.
I'm so sorry.
Because I'm Hooper Gooper, sharks are gonna find you stalled upon the waves. You just can't be saved. This is gonna be your grave. Tonight the Hooper Gooper tricks are gonna strand you. Oh, you'll feel so blue from what I'm gonna do. 'Cause I will get revenge on you. Sharks are gonna find you stalled upon the waves. You just can't be saved. This is gonna be your grave.
Quint enters center stage right, starts checking things out on the ship. Greek chorus exits downstage left.
That should do it. I've used my extensive knowledge of boats to sabotage the most important elements of safety and rescue. Without a radio, without a life raft, the sharks will take revenge on the Aphrodite and her crew for taking one of their own. Even if he, not a great guy.
Chomper enters upstage left and watches.
What the hell have you been doing here?
Nothing. You told me not to touch anything.
Don't touch the go. Don't touch the go.
Well, you did not listen to that directive, to be sure. Listen to this radio. You pulled out the wire that caused the short all these years, and now it is finally working perfectly. And you were able to get that defective life raft out of here. So I can finally get the new one up from below and get it where we'll need it. It would not have done us any good at all down there if we were sinking. And you even fixed the head, which will be some useful anyway. You have redeemed yourself, Mr. Chetri. You're welcome on my boat.
And yet, I feel tingling. We're in trouble.
I've got to get that goo monster off that boat. He's putting them in danger.
Chomper charges the boat and slams into it. Through this scene, Broadley is trying to hold on to his seat, keeps trying to get up, but can't even stand. He's so sick.
Tacos are tasty. Tacos are tasty.
It looks like we have angered an even bigger shark at our peril. In the interest of avoiding copyright infringement, I must say that we are going to need a bigger float.
Chomper hits the boat again. Hooper teeters as though he is going to fall into the water. Quint goes to grab him just as Chomper hits the boat again. Quint throws Hooper onto the deck but falls overboard himself, standing up, grabbing his groin.
Ah, now we'll lose our captain. The rest will follow.
Broadley makes a heroic attempt to stand up, finally joins Hooper and sees Quint in the water. Chomper begins another ram.
Got the wrong guy. Got to get the guy in the lab coat.
Thunderation! Why do I suddenly want to yell Dollywood?
Chomper slams into the boat. Broadley hangs onto Hooper and keeps him from going over. Chomper is exasperated and takes a look at Quint and steals Quint's hat.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
My hat!
Ah!
You okay, son?
Quint, without his hat. It's a shocking sight. So shocking that I think I've become unglued.
Unglued? Don't think you had that far to go there, son.
No, unglued. Never mind. Let's get Quint out of the water.
They help Quint up and Hooper licks him.
Odd.
You really are.
No, the water. It tastes familiar. It tastes like the lonely tears I cry to myself when I contemplate my desperate yet unfulfilled need for companionship.
I must insist that you do not lick me again. I am not here to fulfill you.
Hooper runs to his lab equipment, grabs a test tube of water, and runs tests on it while Broadley and Quint go back to their seats to drink.
I got it.
Hooper runs back to the others.
This is what we learned to look for in that seminar on the emotional crises of fish. This water, it isn't even water at all. It's completely composed of shark tears. Our shark isn't angry or even hungry. He's depressed. All right, let's combine all of our antidepressants and lower them into the water for the shark. Let's see if we can't bring him around.
Hooper pulls bottles from his pocket.
Well, I am certainly not taking...
Pony up, man. It's 2021. Fight the stigma.
Pulls his own bottles from his pocket.
Well, Butrin?
Fine.
Pulls a bottle from his other pocket.
Yes, well, Butrin. But he already has my hat. He cannot have my Adderall. My attention deficit disorder would be the ruin of me without that medication. What? Real men seek treatment.
I feel you on that one, brother.
Hooper empties drugs into a bucket and starts lowering it over the side.
It'll take a little while to take effect, but our shark friend should be feeling better in no time. Better living through chemistry.
Broadley vomits over the side of boat.
Sorry. Aphrodite made me do it.
Blackout.
Right, second intermission. The third act is short. So as soon as we have contemplated the officials on the council to reopen Amity Beach, we shall move forward. KO, you're on.
Act 3. Bunny Loblaw is not sold on a single Portuguese sailor bobblehead. Has not sold a single okay, and is coming after Chomper personally for destroying her business. Bunny had no idea sharks were that big, and when she sees Chomper, she just yells "ISIS!" and Fancy faints. Just kidding. Broadly, Hooper, Quint, and Parrot are center stage seated. Quint is steering the boat.
I'm kind of glad Hooper came up with a chemical solution to this. I had this worst case scenario image in my head of that shark just attacking the boat until it fell apart, us having to blow him up with dynamite. And us all floating around on debris in the ocean trying to paddle back to shore.
Quell those fears, Sheriff. We are docked, men. Docked safe and sound.
Broadly runs off the boat. Bobo enters downstage right, crosses to Quint.
The shark killers are home, and you did it without getting goo on your shirt.
They exchange glances.
Ah, Quint, where's your hat?
Honestly, the shark in question is not dead. A shark is dead, but the culprit still roams the sea, this time in a fine Smith-built hat.
I have another half of that line. Hush. Greek chorus enters downstage right.
You'll wait a long time around here. No one ever apologizes. It's not like Canada.
It's been 1 week since you stoked the fear. Cocked your head to the side and said the shark's here. 5 days since you begged of me, saying please close the beach or I'll come back and eat me. 3 days since the shark eating goo. I realize it's all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you were blaming me, but for legal reasons I won't say I'm sorry. Hold it now, watch the kids die. It makes you ask why. Also, where the hell was Aquaman? He likes the fish's favorite dish, can't get to Shelly's whistle, eat the slowest swimmers first, smudging them like Pac-Man. Hot days bring out the tourists, but they're all purists. They want their water to be shark-free. I hear from all the mad mobs whose kids were shark knobs. The sun is going pretty darkly. Summers make or break, it just can't fake or swim the lake. I like the winter cause they stay out of the water, but then they go and take it slow. They almost know the undertow cause it's so dangerous. You know you shouldn't oughta. How can we help it if we think it's scary? Sharks are here, trying hard not to judge. It's a bad year when the summer days are just filled with funerals. Maybe it won't be your turn, or it soon will. We have a tendency to sing all that's on our minds. We have a history of taking off our robes. It's been 3 days since I touched the goo. Just sitting there on the water, what would you do? 2 days since I sabotaged. It was a lot of work, I'll need a massage. It's been 1 day since the afternoon when I realized Chomper was sad, that's why he comes soon. For 5 days you made fun of me. Now sit back and wait till you say you're sorry. She left Chomper, now he's so dark. All of the tears from each sad shark, filling up the ocean with no stopping. Tourists are shopping. It's like the beach is back to normal. Like every saw it's going badly, all ending sadly. Cause I'm guaranteed to satisfy. Someone should make this all a mad film. Okay, we don't make films, but if we did, we'd have a shark go by. Keep cheering on the chorus, you know that you can't ignore us. We tell the whole story, always have to make the song sing. Gotta hear from Chomper soon like a cartoon, but in the room, the Harper guy, he always seems to eat the wrong thing. How can I help it if I think you're all delicious? Trying hard but kids are better than the fishes. I'm the kind of shark who wants to be a friend now. Can't understand, kinda come in for a hug, y'all. I have a tendency to grieve inappropriately. I have a history of eating the wrong thing. It's been 1 week since the shark attack. Next day, 3 more, and I told y'all the shark's back. 5 days since I laughed at you. You said sharks are gonna do just what sharks are gonna do. 3 days since the shark goo. The shark took the cowboy hat, but what could we do? Yesterday, he just stared at me. It'll still be today's till you say you're sorry. It'll still be today's till you say you're sorry. It'll still be today's till we play Atari. Beautiful night, the sky is all starry.
Chomper swims back to shore.
Quint Holiday?
Quint crosses to Chomper.
Is there something else of mine you are needing?
Actually, I need to return your hat, and I need to apologize. Ever since you gave me the Wellbutrin, I have felt stronger. I've been able to get my perspective on my behavior overall, and I've started a little bit of therapy. Through active listening, I have better understood your needs and the needs of Spamity. And inspired what I've learned about Jimmy Carter and the Camp David Accord.
Hold my hand.
Have mindfully learned metacognition as a path of understanding my own thoughts and needs. My failure to reach congruence in my actions does not justify the, well, kids on the raft thing. And nothing justify taking a gunslinger's hat. You just don't do it.
Well, you learned that from therapy.
Nah, I learned that from watching Westerns. My heartbreak did not justify my actions, and I appreciate now that I failed to maintain boundaries of my grief. I'm so sorry to all of you for what I started and the grief I've caused.
Chomper, you have grown so much. I think we all have learned a little bit about ourselves from this journey.
I've learned that I find pirate, stripper, shark hunters kind of sexy.
And I've learned that spending eternity singing with my best friends and my wife is not a bad fate, as long as we leave out the cheesy dance numbers. Nobody needs to see us move like that.
Well, I could stand to watch you move like that a little bit more.
Oh, I've got some news for you, cowboy.
Well, I'm all in.
Really? Even in the afterlife?
I learned to confront my fears and conquer them. I did not enjoy it. I'm pretty sure I will not be doing that again.
I've learned that I might have some
The goo.
issues about sharks.
And I've learned.
Don't touch
the goo.
Yeah.
Sorry. And it all started with that first chomp.
Blackout.
A shark terrorized the ocean in this beast state. Then one day later, hunters came to blow him up. But wait, they hit the ocean blue. The scientists had touched the goo. The tourists had no clue there was a shark. They opened beaches up. Boats, swimmers, kids on rafts. The sharky got to eat all that. It all started with a big chomp. Chomper's story's really not that long. His sharky heart was broken, but that's all another song. A heartless shark goodbye, and then a killer he was made. The tourists couldn't wait, the slowest ones who met their fate. They closed the beach, but they were late and they all died. They taste like chicken, yo! The ocean hides a killer. Small children are just filler. It all started with a big chomp. It all started with a big chomp. A sailing cowboy then swooped in to save the day. With a sheriff who I'm sure would rather stay. The mayor won't close the beach. We need fighters, they sent a geek. Our best and brightest figure. That shark will make even bigger chomps. Chomper stole the cowboy hat, Wellbutrin put an end to that. That's something that's not done to men with done. We're hunting sharky sharks, dynamite and sharky goo. What's a B-side time to do? Put on a musical romp. Kaboom! Free chorus kept the story free. We hope that this was worth the wait. It all started with a big chomp. It all started with a big chomp!
Blackout.
Hollywood!
There we go. Thunderous applause or bewildered stares and crickets are the final stage directions.
I was going for the stairs. What did happen?
So thank you, actors, for doing this, and thank you, everybody, for coming to watch it. Oh my God. Thank you, everyone's dogs who listen to it.